niggas gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy, cause we got banana.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On third down, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Rodgers now on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We're scoreless after 1. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. But guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Donald Parham, 32 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh, we changed it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now it's Jackson. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding room at midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Olave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Back to Mixon on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Jackson now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. The York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers flush to his. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers weren't able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Second and 11. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. As their defense have really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
clock at 3. We'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Rodgers.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. A handoff to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 25 yards that time. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
But 1st down, Hurts. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Divine Diablo. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Intercepted him. That time he was trying to extend the play, getting outside the pocket. A costly interception as it's returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt to me like he was trying to do just a bit too much on that play, and you and I both know from experience in watching, sometimes it's better to take the sack or maybe run for a short gain rather than force a risky throw. He tried it, did not work out well for him at all.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Jair Elam makes a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake, Rodgers. And going right back to Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Donald Parham, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw from his end zone, Rodgers. And he'll find Pittman.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some.